So, day 2 of the ISE has just begun. We're here still on stand 4Q400 in Barcelona. Oh, if you just jump into it. Oh. More people. We've made it all the way down we were all the way over there, and we've come all the way over here. We're at the CEDIA Smart Home Gallery. This is a completely different area of the trade show. Hello guys. They're ready. Are you? So I'm here with Imogen from CEDIA. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. So we're on the CEDIA Smart Home stand. Can you tell me firstly, who are CEDIA?
Of course. So we are the global trade association for smart home technology within the residential sector. So we actually co-own ISE with Avixa, who are the commercial side. We have been going for I think about 30 years, I believe or not. So it's quite like a relatively new industry. Yeah. But we represent manufacturers, trade suppliers, integrators within the space, help provide towards education, design and build outreach efforts, smart home CEDIA awards, etc. Yeah.
Amazing, incredible. Well, like I said, we're on your stand. Can you tell me a bit about the stand? What was the purpose of it?
Yeah, of course. So this is different to the actual CEDIA booth stand. Yeah. So this is the CEDIA Smart Home Gallery. We have put this space together for the first time for ISE 2025 to educate design and build professionals, primarily architects, interior designers from Spain. We are showcasing CEDIA Award winners and finalists within the project images shown around the space. The concept between the design was an art gallery, so a very chill, relaxing space for architects to come along and kind of look at what we can do. And we've partnered with Unite to supply the digital canvases to kind of give that meant to be like a homely, comforting.
Right. Embrace, welcome you in.
Yeah.
Yes, no,
it's
I agree.
Showcasing where you can put technology, but it's also in beautiful spaces.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of Unite, right? It's meant to just seamlessly blend in. Yes. It's a canvas, but it's also a screen. It's not a screen.
Exactly that. So yeah, it's been amazing. Hopefully it will keep growing and getting bigger and bigger every year. So as I said, it is a new initiative for ISE and CEDIA this year. And we've been working with CODIC, which is a Spanish association for interior designers. So we hosted a bunch yesterday who came along, took a look around the space.
So I am here again with Thomas Fraser-Bacon. It is day 2. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Tired, a little tired, but still got a couple of days to go. So yeah,
we do. Got to keep the energy up.
Yeah.
So speaking of day 2, how was yesterday? How was the footfall? How did everything go?
I mean, incredible. It's probably the busiest first day of ISE I've ever experienced of all the years I've been to ISE. So yeah, really good. Great.
Do you think it was a success? We got a lot out of it.
Yeah, I mean, the All-See stand was really busy all day, and I mean, it was such an attention grabber having the canvases there, and it still is by far one of the most popular items on the stand, considering we've got all these LED screens and new outdoor, and I mean that kind of proves the point of the validity really of the concept of Unite Pro. In recent years in the digital signage market, I suppose it's always been about bigger, brighter, and we're kind of taking the exact opposite approach. We're going for a more subtle approach of capturing people's attention with the artwork, and then kind of converting that engagement with messaging that people will then be more receptive to, rather than just here's advertising as as loud and as bright as possible.
I think it's interesting as well. This big advertising is there to get your attention, but it's interesting that ours gets the attention. I think it's because it's so niche. We've gone around the show. There's not many other people doing digital canvases.
I came to ISE last year and I spotted at least 8 or 9 digital canvases. I mean, not necessarily as good quality in terms of display or in terms of how well they're made, but even then they didn't have the full package. They didn't have the artwork. They didn't have the platform. They didn't have obviously the software. You didn't have the full package anyway. Nowhere near the full package. So I think that's probably why we're seeing less this year, because it hasn't been made a commercial success.
Definitely. But it's drawing people to us because they see it and they're like,
exactly.
It's not like anything here.
Yeah, there's nothing really like it. I mean, from what I've seen of the show so far and what you've seen as well, Goose, it's kind of yeah, it's standing out really.
No, definitely. We're at the CEDIA Smart Home Gallery.
Yep.
So do you want to tell us a bit about firstly, let's talk about the product. Why is it here? What is the product?
Yeah, so well, obviously, going back, kind of taking a step back a little. Obviously, when we launched ViewNight in 2022, it was launched as a consumer brand, and it's still growing in popularity in the home market, and in hundreds and hundreds of homes, and that is still a growing market. Mm-hmm. In spite of, obviously, in June last year, we obviously launched ViewNight Pro, and it's obviously using the same technology and the same kind of art library, but it's
scaled up.
Yeah, and it's kind of a different concept, really. As I was saying earlier about the kind of reaching a different way to reach your audience. So what we wanted to try and do here with CEDIA was kind of help promote the home side more. Obviously, on the All-See stand, the vast majority of the visitors that we're having, probably because of All-See's background in commercial displays and obviously B2B sales and products, most of the interest is within ViewNight Pro there. Yeah. Whereas obviously over here, there's a lot of smart home products that you and I have seen, and it really gives us a chance to kind of promote both sides of the business, really. So. Yeah.
And it's great that they're, like you said, they're in different areas for different audiences. Here, everyone here is looking for home products.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh, is that you?
Yes,
oh, hello. How are you doing? You all right?
I'm good. I'm still surviving.
Well, my friends are over here.
Hey, hi. Hi guys, I'm Josh. I'm the head of business development at ViewNight. Yeah.
So it's day 2 of the ISE.
It is.
We're over here at the CEDIA Smart Home Gallery.
Right.
So,
a quick question. Do you know what CEDIA stands for?
No, I don't.
Okay, CEDIA is actually a global trade association, so it stands for Consumer Electronics Design and Installation Association. It has over 4,000 different members.
Wow.
Yeah. So they deal with all kinds of smart home installations, including digital canvases, among others.
Well, I mean, they're one of the core founders of this show.
Yes,
we wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah, they're one of the core partners here as well. That's why we have this amazing, gallery over at Hall 2. Yes, yeah.
So before we get onto this, let's talk about yesterday. It's the second day of the show. So how was the first day?
The first day was phenomenal, Goose. It's like the footfall was amazing. It's like I almost walked to 20,000 steps. I do not know how I did that. Probably with my clock shoes. Yeah, have you worn your clock shoes?
No, I regret my choices.
Yeah. It was amazing. The number of people who came in, hundreds of visitors. People are interested in the digital canvas. People are interested in All-See products as well. So I guess Goose, you and I, we are so proud to be part of the All-See family and to be part of this ISE 2025, as well as the CEDIA Smart Home Gallery over at Hall 2 right now.
Yes,
I'm really happy to be here.
So nice segue. So yes, we're in the Smart Home Gallery. So do you want to tell me a bit about this stand? Why does it exist? What's the purpose of it?
Well, the interesting thing about CEDIA is this. It believes that the future of smart home lies in the intersection of aesthetics, design, digital technology, and art. And that's where we come in. Because digital canvas, the texture of the digital canvas is at the intersection of arts, digital technology, and smart home.
Of course.
Yeah. So do you know how easy it is to take off this frame? Yeah, so it's basically just a pop and pull mechanism. So it comes in 4 colors: white, black, walnut, and pine. So you just have to pluck it up and that's it. So it's as simple as that. White is actually the most popular frame right now, as you realize. Do you want me to change to another frame to show you?
Go on then. Do you want to grab one of the other frames?
Yeah. So we have another frame over here. So basically this is a black frame. So it's a ballpoint mechanism. So I'm not too sure whether you can see it. This is actually like a ballpoint.
Clips.
Yeah, so we can just place it here and click. And that's it.
Nice
as simple as that. Yeah, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Yeah, as simple as the way you say chimpanzee.
Perfect. And then do you want to tell us a bit about the gallery, the software, everything that happens behind the scenes?
Yeah, this is a very good question. The reason why CEDIA decides to have this smart home gallery is very simple. They want to really show the future of smart home innovations. So smart home innovations is going to incorporate art, digital technology, and aesthetics. And we do this actually seamlessly together. We bring arts, artists and people together to just make things amazing.
I believe I heard the number £600 million
Yes.
worth of art
Yeah, right.
in the gallery.
Yes, like inside our library, we have tens of thousands of artworks. We have almost 100 View Night artists, and the value of all the artworks, together with partnerships with top museums around the world, like the Art Institute of Chicago, National Gallery Scotland, National Gallery of Art, Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, National Museum Sweden, RBSA Gallery, and so on and so forth. You get the whole point. It's about 600 million pounds. So that is around like 700 million euros. Yeah, it's really a
Quite an
treasure
impressive
trove of
It
art
is.
collections.
It is.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
For those that don't know, can you give a brief background into View Night and the canvas?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we kind of originally had the vision of View Night, one of the kind of pain points really was for artists not being able to make a living from their work.
Yeah, getting into the art industry.
Exactly, and how highly gated the art community is at both ends for artists and also for consumers to access art. And we're hopefully trying to break that barrier down. So kind of initially we started partnering with artists first and building a kind of the online community.
library, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And we still obviously through the View Night app we have our kind of marketplace for artists to sell their work. And then over the last few years, we've also partnered with some, big world-renowned art galleries, National Galleries of Scotland, etc. That was quite a big one. And in doing so, we've kind of amassed a huge library of artwork, both free and some paid for, but in a way that's kind of beneficial for artists themselves. So obviously that's the kind of content, so that's one aspect of it. Then obviously you've got the View Night app, which is essentially a smart home app. It allows you to obviously send content to the canvas, but also control it, so controlling the power on off timer, the brightness, with obviously depending on the different lighting levels, which I'll get into in a little bit more in just a second, obviously volume and things like that, and even schedule things to play at different times of the day.
And then you can also upload your own posters or videos.
Exactly. So what we tend to find a lot of users doing is displaying artwork from the app and then kind of blending that in with their own photography, or obviously whether if it's a special occasion, they can kind of display photographs from say it's someone's birthday or whatever the case may be. It's quite versatile in that respect. In terms of the actual hardware itself, obviously the display technology is kind of achieved with three different things. So what we're trying to do is replicate the textures of artwork itself. So if you're looking at a painting, you can see the brush strokes, and we've been, it's been very validating, not just at this show, but every other show that we've been to see that, when people go up to the screen, especially when they see it change, they always do a double take, like, hang on, was that a screen that I was just looking at? Probably not the best example, the one that we're looking at here.
No.
Because obviously it's...
Can I put about a stand?
Exactly, and then obviously one advantage is obviously it can play videos as well, for video artists, but also again for your own personal videos. But the way that we've kind of achieved the texture accuracy is really by combining three things. So it's got a matte finish, so a high haze level on the actual panel itself. A reduced backlight, which as I mentioned earlier can be controlled through the app. So if you're in a kind of bright room, you can increase it a little bit. If it's a darker room, you can decrease it a little bit, so that you kind of get a similar, one of the most common questions we get is this e-paper. We've had that, I mean you've had that a lot as well. I think that the assumption's there, but again the advantages it's got over e-paper at the moment is, again, it's much cheaper than e-paper. It's obviously
higher intensity.
More colours, and also the ability to play video as well smoothly.
And it's a faster connection.
Exactly, yeah. So obviously there's advantages and disadvantages. So as I say, the high haze, the reduced backlight, and we also have our own special display processor. The way I kind of explain that to people typically is it kind of turns pixels into brush strokes.
Oh, what an interesting day that was. Well, that's it. The end of ISE Day 2. We're wrapping up now. Another chock-a-block day. What's tomorrow going to bring? I don't know. Let's find out. See you then.